Rylan Carr, sharp-witted, wildly popular, and riding the crest of a career resurgence, was widely tipped to become the next face of Strictly Come Dancing. For a brief moment, it seemed like a perfect match. At 49, the comedian had everything the BBC was looking for: instant audience recognition, impeccable timing, and a warmth that translates effortlessly from stage to screen. But despite being one of the broadcaster's top choices, Rylan Carr is now officially out of the running to replace Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman, and the reason is both simple and unavoidable. He just can't move his tour. A scheduling clash that changed everything. According to multiple reports, Rylan Carr's extensive 2027 UK and Ireland tour clashes directly with the filming schedule of Strictly Come Dancing. The tour, titled Have I Said Too Much?, spans an eye-watering 90 dates, with its second leg running from September through November, precisely the months when Strictly dominates BBC studios. For a show as tightly choreographed and logistically demanding as Strictly, flexibility is not optional. Hosting duties require near total availability, weeks of rehearsals, live broadcasts, and press commitments. In short, there was no way to make both work. A source told The Sun that the dates were simply not able to be rearranged, forcing Rylan to make a choice, and ultimately, to choose his live audiences over the ballroom. The BBC's disappointment runs deep behind the scenes. The disappointment at the BBC is said to be significant. Insiders claim Rylan Carr was not just a contender, he was a favorite. Executives reportedly felt he would bring something fresh to the role, a blend of humor, warmth, and unfiltered charm that could help usher Strictly into a new era following the departure of its long-standing hosts. One source described the mood as gutted, explaining that the broadcaster had hoped to capitalize on Rylan's surging popularity, particularly after his much-praised television appearances earlier this year. He was their top choice for one of the positions, the insider said. They spoke with him at length, but in the end, there was no way around it. The tour is locked in. To their credit, the BBC are said to fully understand Rylan's position, but that understanding does little to soften the blow. From stand-up stages to primetime stardom, Rylan Carr's recent success has made him one of the most talked-about names in British entertainment. Earlier this year, he enjoyed a career high point thanks to his appearance on Celebrity Traitors, where his quick wit and emotional intelligence won over both viewers and critics. For many at the BBC, that show proved what they already believed: Rylan could anchor a major primetime format with ease. His name quickly entered the Golden 10 Inches shortlist of potential Strictly hosts, an elite group of presenters being seriously considered to take over from Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman. But while Rylan's star was rising, his diary was already full. Who announced their joint departure earlier this month? The tour that sealed his fate, Have I Said Too Much?, is no small undertaking. The tour will see Rylan travel extensively across the UK and Ireland, performing night after night in packed theatres. 90 dates leave little room for compromise, and with fans already holding tickets, rescheduling was never a realistic option. The second leg of the tour, beginning in September 2027, runs straight through to November, the exact window when Strictly Come Dancing is filmed and broadcast live. And he chose the stage. In the end, Rylan faced an impossible choice. The search continues. Rylan Clark emerges with Rylan Carr stepping aside. The BBC has quickly turned its attention elsewhere. One name now rising rapidly up the list is Rylan Clark, the former Strictly. It takes two hosts and a familiar face to fans of the franchise. Insiders suggest Rylan has now replaced Rylan as one of the BBC's top choices, though his future on the show will depend on how he performs in a series of crucial chemistry tests. Rylan is very much back in the frame, one source revealed. It will all come down to how he connects with potential co-hosts. Inside the Strictly chemistry tests, replacing Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman is widely regarded as a mammoth task. The duo have been synonymous with Strictly for years, becoming as much a part of the show's identity as sequins, spray tans, and Saturday Night Glitter. To find the right successors, BBC executives have reportedly narrowed the field to 10 candidates, all of whom will be put through partner swap chemistry tests. The idea is simple, but demanding. Each presenter will be paired with different partners in a studio setting, allowing executives to assess natural rapport, timing, warmth, and on-screen connection. 2 men, 2 women. Crucially, there are no rules on pairings. Or a mixed duo. Strictly bosses are said to be eager to mix things up and find a combination that hasn't been tried before. The names still in the frame alongside Rylan Clark. The shortlist reportedly includes Bradley Walsh, Alex Jones, Rob Rinder, Zoe Ball, Holly Willoughby, Amanda Holden, Allison Hammond, Angela Scanlon. Each brings a distinct energy, from seasoned broadcasters to beloved daytime favorites, and each will be tested not just on individual appeal. Replacing Claudia and Tess isn't about finding 2 big names, one insider explained. But on chemistry, it's about finding a partnership that feels effortless. A farewell from Tess and Claudia when Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman announced their departure in October. In a joint statement, they said, "We have loved working as a duo and hosting Strictly has been an absolute dream." They did so with characteristic warmth and humor. "We were always going to leave together and now feels like the right time." They went on to thank the BBC and the production team, describing them as the most brilliant team, and admitting they would miss the show deeply. "We will cry when we say the last, keep dancing," they added, "but we will continue to say it to each other, just possibly in tracksuit bottoms at home while holding some pizza." The statement perfectly captured what viewers have loved about them: professionalism paired with genuine friendship. What Alan Carr's exit really means: Alan Carr's decision may disappoint fans and BBC executives, but it also highlights an important truth about modern entertainment. At a time when television careers often eclipse stand-up roots, Alan has chosen to honor the audiences who have followed him across theaters and cities. Live performance still matters. In doing so, he steps away from one glittering opportunity, but strengthens another. And in the unpredictable world of television, doors rarely stay closed forever.